You've just finished cooking a delicious steak. Now you're letting it rest and you have a few minutes to spare. Why not use that time to make a delicious steak pan sauce? Welcome to the Sauce and Gravy channel. This is Johnny Mac and we're going to dive into a pan sauce for steak, a ginger butter pan sauce. Buckle up, let's go. Alright, so let's begin. Let's start off this pan sauce for steak. We'll work with the steak first. That's where the base flavor of the sauce is going to come from. Place a little butter and a little oil into a saute pan. Let that melt down and get nice and hot. What we're looking for in this step is to bring out that fond, that flavor into the bottom of the pan. So whenever you sear that steak, you're looking for all those little bits and pieces to appear on the bottom of that pan. So it's important to have the pan nice and hot, but not too hot. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to burn the fond. If you burn it, it's over. So you want it to be just right, just enough to sear that steak, get a nice little flavor onto the bottom of that pan. Once both sides of the steak have been seared, go ahead, place it into the oven, cook it to your taste, and bring it back out. Making a pan sauce for steak is just the perfect way to utilize the time. You're going to want to take that steak out, let it rest a few minutes so that it brings out those beautiful juices. During that time, you can make a delicious steak pan sauce. So there we go. We have the fond in the bottom of the pan. That is flavor. All those little bits and pieces, that little bit of a golden brown color, that is what we're looking for. If you have a lot of grease in the pan, you'll want to degrease, but in this instance, there's not that much grease in the pan, so we'll just leave it as is. Now to start this ginger butter pan sauce, we'll place 1.5 tablespoons of butter or 20 grams into the bottom of the pan. Over medium heat, scrape the bottom of that pan while you're melting the butter to try to release some of that fond from the bottom of the pan. Add 1 tablespoon of ground ginger. For the best pan sauce recipe, I find that it's a really good idea to use the ground ginger that's in a tube or a squeeze bottle. You'll save a lot of time using the tube ginger, plus the taste is not as harsh or potent as fresh ginger. Cook the ginger over medium heat for about 30 seconds. At the same time, take that flat bottom spatula, scrape the bottom of the saucepan, releasing that fond into that ginger and butter mixture. To add a little bit of an extra dimension to this ginger butter pan sauce for steak, we're going to add a little bit of soy sauce, regular soy, 2 tablespoons. Steak with pan sauce is just the perfect combination. It's quick, it's easy, and it's absolutely delicious. Once the soy is added, it will cook really quickly, so stir it around a little bit, then turn off the heat, and then keep stirring until it's nice and solidified and all of the flavors of the ginger, the butter, and all of the fond have been incorporated. So see, there's not much to it. This ginger butter pan sauce is absolutely quick and easy and delicious to make. Check it out. Look at that deep dark color. It's packed with flavor. Thanks for tuning in to the Sauce and Gravy channel. Hope that you enjoyed the recipe. Do leave your comments below, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and to remember as always to live, love, and make gravy.